So the final four are here. And yes, I got some adjusting to do. Out of my predictions, all but one team made it to the final four. I did predict OKC versus San Antonio Spurs. But in the East, that's where I got off a little bit. I picked Cavs making it to the Eastern Conference Finals. We're good there. But I also predicted Philly would make it. Well, Philly didn't make it. Instead, we got New York. And I have to be honest with you, a lot of that had to do with the beatdown that they put on my Hawks. I didn't want to see them win. Come on in here, let's talk about it. What it do, YouTube? Welcome back to the channel. While you in here, hit that like, comment, subscribe, notification bell so you can be notified every time Hertakes uploads a new video. Yeah, I didn't pick the Knicks, but if you've been on this channel long enough, you'll know that it was just hate, it was hurt. I like the Knicks. I rock with the Knicks. I've always rocked with them on this channel. So I'm not disappointed that they made it. In fact, I'm kind of glad that they made it because we want a good representation from the East, and I just really feel like that the Knicks are that. They have everything, every piece, and we're going to dig into it a little bit in this video, my thoughts on the Knicks. I did expect for Philly with a healthy Embiid. Paul George seemed to be playing really, really good, which I'm not a Paul George fan, so I'm not 100% disappointed that they didn't advance, but I just thought that they had a more solid team with the rookie edge come the way he was playing. But they collapsed. They did not produce in the semifinal. Here we are. We have the Cavs and the Knicks. And I'm going to have to give my pick of who I think make it to the finals. So if we look at the Cavs now, they've been battle tested twice in these playoffs. They've gone to game 7 and came out the victor. I honestly think that, yes, that shows that they have what it takes to be vulnerable and overcome their vulnerabilities. And to be on a championship level, your team got to learn how to survive. And that they have done. The squad has star power, athleticism, they have rim protection. And when they're clicking offensively, they can blow out any team. But in my opinion, here's the problem. Can they handle the physicality, the style of play, the relentlessness that the New York Knicks are going to bring for an entire series? Surviving Detroit is one thing, but surviving the Knicks, that's a whole different challenge. When you look at the backcourt, who's going to control the tempo? Can Cleveland guards create enough offense under pressure? Because the Knicks are going to bring that pressure every single time. I don't see a whole lot of easy possessions. It's going to give them where they're going to have to get their rhythm. They got to be comfortable. And if Cleveland offense gets stagnant, the Knicks can take control quickly. Then when you look at the front court, this may be the biggest advantage for the Knicks, believe it or not. The Knicks love crashing the glass. The second chance points, especially with Anunoby being healthy, him coming in there to help out Cat and Mitch, it gives Cat the opportunity to stretch the floor because you got Anunoby and you got minutes with Mitch. They're going to protect that glass. The 50-50 balls, these guys go hard for those loose rebounds. That type of gritty basketball matters in playoff games. Cleveland has size, but can they match New York's physical intensity every single night? Because if the Knicks start winning the rebound battle consistently, this series changes fast. Coaching adjustments is going to be key. Who's going to make the counter adjustments, in-series adjustments? Who's going to have that grit to move away from what they've been used to doing? Will the coaching staff have what it takes to make those adjustments? Talent is talent and it matters. But coaching can swing an entire playoff series, especially when the margins get small. I think every playoff series have an X factor. And I think for the Knicks, it's going to be their role players' hidden shot. If the New York Knicks get the perimeter shooting to complement their defense, they become very, very dangerous. For Cleveland, I think it's consistency. Can they avoid long scoring droughts? Can they execute late in games? Will they be able to keep their composure when Madison Square Garden gets loud? Because trust me, the pressure in New York is different. All right. You probably already know where I'm going with my prediction. So I think this series is gonna be long, but not too long. I'm talking Knicks in 6. That's my prediction. Cavs may have a more offensive firepower with Harden, Bida. They got their 3-point shooters around them, Mobley and Allen. I just feel the Knicks is a more tougher and physical team. The Knicks defense, rebound, and physical style becomes too much over time. Knicks got a way of wearing you down. They're going to be much more refreshed. They've had more rest. I ain't going to get it twisted. Cleveland got a chance. If they can control the pace, protect the ball, and get consistent offensive production, they can win the series, but it's going to be a long dog fight. For them to win, it would definitely have to go 7 games. And even with that 7 games, I just feel like I'm picking the Knicks. Hands down. In my opinion, Knicks in 6. So let me know in the comments your pick, who you think is going to win the Eastern Conference and face the Spurs in the finals. Because I picked the Spurs for the West. So let me know in the comments your pick, Knicks or Cavs. Anyway, that's all I got. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to the channel if you're new. And as always, stay safe. On to the next one.